Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sumati. Since last class we've been discussing part 3 fundamental rights, and this is going to be a continuation classes of previous classes, and today we are going to discuss right to freedom of religion. Article 25 to 28 is what we are going to discuss, and freedom of conscience and the right to freely express, practice and propagate religion is Article 25, and Article 25 grants individual the freedom of conscience, allowing them to believe any religion or believe any system of their choice, and moreover it ensures that every person has the right to freely profess, practice and propagate their religion without interference from their the state or others. Freedom of conscience. This part of the article guarantee the right to hold personal belief, thoughts and convictions, and individual have the autonomy of to choose their religion, belief, or even decide no religion afflictions at all. Freedom to profess. Professing religion refers to publicly declaring one's religion, beliefs, and Article 25 safeguard on individual right to openly profess their faith without facing discrimination or persecutions. Freedom to practice. This provisions ensure that practice can freely practice the rituals, customs and traditions on their religion. It protects the right to engage in religious practices such as prayer, worship and other religious activities. Freedom to propaganda. The right to propagate religion means that individuals have the freedom of share the spread their religion beliefs with others, but it should be done without using force, coercions or interdicement. This is the brief information about the Article 25, and let's move on to Article 25, freedom to manage religious affairs. Explanations about the Article 25 guarantees the freedom to manage religious affairs to religious denominations, institutions and organizations. It recognizes that each religion community has the autonomy to govern its own religious and charitable matters without external interference. Autonomy in religious matters. This provision acknowledges that religion group has the right to manage their internal groups such as rituals and ceremonies, religious institution matters or religious governance without undue interference and from the government. Charitable activities. Religious organizations are allowed to engage in charitable activities including running schools and hospitals and welfare institutions for the benefit of their community and the broader society. Next is Article 27 prohibits the use of public funds for the religious purpose. So Article 27 ensures that the government cannot use the public funds collected through the taxation or other means to support to promote any specific religion or religious activities. It upholds the principle of secularism in India, where the state remains neutral in religious matters. Secularism in India. India is a secular country, and Article 27 reinforces this principle by prohibiting the use of public funds and religious purpose. This ensures that the state remains the impartial and treats all religion equally. Article 28 speaks about freedom and attendance at the religious institute or religious worship and educational institutions. It to ensure that their children are not compelled to attend religious institutions or participate in religious worship in any institutional educational institute that is wholly or partly funded by the state. Freedom of choice. This provision emphasizes the freedom of choice for students and their parents or guardians regarding religious institutions or worship in educational institution. No students can be compelled to participate in religious activities against their or their parents' wishes. Secular education. Article 28 supports the principles of providing secular educations in state-funded education institutions, ensuring that religious belief do not influence the curriculum or educational environmental. This article under the rights to freedom of religion, Article 28 to 25 to 28 establish India's commitment to religious pluralism, allowing individuals the freedom to practice their faith and manage religious affairs and protect the secular nature of the state. And their provisions ensure that all citizens have the right to freedom of conscience and right to practice their religion without facing discriminations or state to interference. Additionally, they promote religious harmony and foster a sense of inclusivity among diverse religious communities in the country. So we also see live examples here for Article 25, freedom of conscience and the right to freely express and practice and propaganda religion. For example, in India, citizens have the right to freely practice their religion without fear of prosecution. For instance, a Hindu individual has the freedom to celebrate Diwali. Muslim individual has the right to observe Ramadan, and the Christian individual has the liberty to attend Christmas services, all without any hindrance from the state or society. And Article 25, freedom to manage religious affairs. For example, under the Article 25, religious denomination have the right to manage their internal religious affairs without interference from the government. And instance, the management and administration of Hindu temples, Muslim mosques and Christian churches and Sikh gurudwaras are handled by their respective religious community. The government does not interfere in the day-to-day religious activities of these places of worship. Article 27 prohibits the use of public funds for the religious purpose. And for example, Article 27 ensures the public funds are not used to promote or support any particular religion. For instance, the government cannot use taxpayer money to fund or constitution or maintenance of religious building or places to worship. Thus uphold the secular nature of the state and ensure that no religion receives special financial privileges from the government of India. Article 28, freedom has to attend at the religious institutions or religious worship in educational institution. For example, Article 28 protects the rights of parents and students to choose whether they want to participate in religious instructions or worship in educational institution. For example, in a government-funded school with a student from diverse religious backgrounds, no students can be compelled to attend religious classes or religious events against their or their parents' wishes. Students are free to choose whether or not to participate in such activities based on their personal belief. These live examples demonstrated how the right to freedom and religious enshrined in Article 25 to 28 of the Indian Constitution protects the religious freedoms and autonomy of individual and religious communities. It ensures that India remains a secular country, promoting harmony and respect for religious diversity among its citizens. And I hope this class is going to be useful for you guys. Unless you don't know the basics to basic understanding, you can't write or you can't attend the prelims optional questions. So make sure you understand every topic in detail. Then you go for a question answers revisions and the previous year questions paper which is already uploaded in our channel. Do like our videos and subscribe our channel for more updates. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.